What's up, people? This is Objective Culture. My name is Dre,
Luda.
Ray?
and today we are doing another episode. Obviously,
Yeah, we are. This is why we're here.
we missed a week last week. Had some technical difficulties with our video. Uh, so how y'all been for the last week or two? Anything new, exciting?
I've been all right.
Same old, same old.
Yeah, chilling.
Yeah.
No changes with y'all job, life, anything?
Schedule change. Finally, I've been working on since November.
Okay.
Finally getting pushed through. For now, that's about it.
All right. It's always good. No change for me really. Still making the same amount of money. Still working the same schedule that I hate. So
Oh, I did get a raise at the beginning of the year.
check you out.
Didn't know that until I checked my pay stub. Like, oh, look at that. Thanks, y'all.
So happy for you. Life's working out great for you.
It sounded sarcastic, but it's cool. It's cool.
Anywho, today we was gonna do another what's an opinion about blank. So we gonna do what's an opinion about finances that you'll defend to the death. Off camera, I was already voted to go first. So my opinion about finances is that parents should be teaching their kids about finances and how to be, an adult before they leave the house. I feel like that's something that get overlooked a lot. Sports, they will try to make sure their kids got the best jump shot, the best throwing motion, the best, pitch, because those are things that'll benefit them if their kid does end up being a professional athlete or
Yeah.
the best scholar, or you know what I mean? And they don't really teach their kids how to buy a car, rent a home, open up a bank account, pay bills, all that type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like a lot of these kids get left to kind of just figure it out and make more mistakes than they have to because they don't have nobody to really tell them, hey, this is what you're supposed to be doing. Credit cards, too. Y'all know how predatory credit card companies is. So y'all got anything to say on that subject?
Nah, I think that's a big one. That's a big one that in our community is completely overlooked.
Mm-hmm.
And I've witnessed my own set of family members failing at having responsibility with debt.
Yeah.
And instead of them teaching me and my sister, it was just like, don't do this.
Avoid it. Don't do it.
Yeah, it wasn't like a teachable moment to help establish an understanding of whatever the situation was,
Yeah.
and to see how to navigate through it rather than just being told, yeah, don't do this. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. Ray?
Yeah, like you said, got to start doing a better job at that. I think another part of it is that a lot of the parents they struggle with the money and the financial aspect themselves,
Yeah, that's true.
and especially like some older people, how they like stuck in their ways. Now the way that we do things is not even the same anymore. So, I mean, the principle is always going to be the same, but like they gotta. I think we should start getting more up on it ourselves so we can actually teach them the correct way to go about doing stuff like that. Like teaching them credit cards aren't the devil.
Yeah.
You got to be responsible with them. Use them for emergencies. Just pay bills with them. Pay them off by the end of the month to help your credit, stuff like that. Like you gonna need your credit nowadays to get an apartment, to get a job, to get a house, to get anything. So that's super important.
Yeah, I agree. And I feel like with the times changing, that should be more and more prevalent. It's more information out there. Even simple stuff though, like I said, like renting an apartment, getting a car, and things like that. Just paying bills.
mm-hmm.
Not even just the credit aspect of it, because I feel like that is something that's newer in our community. Us knowing how to use and using credit to our advantage, but just everything that come with finances, period.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
hopefully,
staying on top of bill payments,
Yeah.
stuff like that. Yeah,
yeah. And then with like paying for being a big thing, like
yeah.
making sure you don't. It's real easy to fall into. I got 12 paying fours for some for $10, $20.
Man, listen,
I still know grown people who parents still do their doctor's appointments, still like handle all their business.
That's
like,
a
Yeah.
blessing.
it's parents that still like handle all that stuff because
Boy, I wish.
some people be lost.
Yeah. So yeah, that was just my thoughts on that. Who want to go next?
Go ahead, Big Ray.
I'll go next. So my thing was, I think that we should start being more conscious of our partners when we picking our partners, making sure like financially we both is on the same page, because it's either gonna hinder you a lot, or I think it can like move you ahead, elevate you so much faster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Having the right partner and y'all having the same like goals and ideologies when it comes to money.
I agree with that because I feel like a lot of people, when they choose their partner, the main thing is how sexy are they, how nice are they, how funny are they,
Yeah.
how much do I like being around them, and then they try to build from there outward when it should be, like you said, how are our ideologies, like how are we on finances and children and all that? Because if she got it made up in her mind that she wants to be a stay-at-home wife while you out making all the money and paying all the bills and this, that, and the third, if that's not established, that's going to cause some friction, you know what I mean? Or
Right.
if you are a 50-50 bill type of person and your partner isn't, somewhere down the line, that's something that's going to cause some friction.
It's going to be an issue later.
I agree with that. You got anything to say about that aspect, Luda?
No, I agree. And I think that's one of probably the most overlooked conversation point when it comes to dating. I don't think.
And on top of it being the most overlooked, it's like the biggest downfall.
At the same time, at the exact same time, it is the biggest
finances,
downfall,
absolutely.
because that's the conversation like all over the internet. Either you paying all of the bills or you're nothing, because for, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, but to not know that up front, you putting yourself in a horrible situation when it can be deaded early, or y'all can mutually agree that, all right, this not going to work, before, you know, a whole lot of feelings get involved and possibly kids will get involved. So before all of that even happens, it's best to know that early so that you know what you're getting into. If that ain't the type of person you want to deal with based on their financial beliefs and how they want to live their life moving forward, then, you know, just make sure you conscious of what you're getting into.
And from like a wealth standpoint, like you were saying, if like what's your goal? Like, if is your goal to work and like work towards retirement, or is it to like start a business? Are y'all gonna like grind it out for the first couple years? One of y'all might not be okay with grinding it out. Y'all might want what y'all want now, like just stuff like that. And I think that'd be a lot of the disconnect, because people don't get like real deep into that before they get into it. So,
And like to add on to that, like what's each person's finish line when it comes to success? You know what I mean?
Right.
If I'm cool with a house and each of us got a car and we live comfortably, it's $5,000 in the bank. But you know what I mean, opinion of success and where we're gonna end up is a mansion and 6 cars and you know what I mean, $2 million in the bank. That's probably something that we should be on the same page about before it becomes a problem later on down the line. So
That's a fact.
I agree.
because it dips into your like personal relationship life and your financial life at the same time. So like picking the right partner is just going to be one of the most important things you can do as far as achieving your goals and getting to where you want to be.
And like you said, they work hand in hand. I feel like happy wife, happy account. Happy account, happy wife. Not happy wife, happy life, but you know what I'm saying? Like they work hand in hand. Your finances are good when you and your partner are good. You and your partner are good when your finances is good. So they kind of work hand in hand. So I agree with that one.
Yeah.
Lou, what you got?
For me, mine would be blindly telling people on the internet that investing is the way without providing attainable knowledge on how to invest.
Yeah, that's a big thing now.
It's easy to just get on the internet and say, oh, this is what you should be doing. Look, I did it. And it's like, okay, well, how did you do it? Oh, you can find out. Just pay for my course that cost $168.
Yeah.
Like, okay, like now I have to pay to get your course and also use my money to invest too.
Also, in hopes that you telling me the right stuff,
Right.
or you telling me something that I could even use.
Is this information actually going to get me to the same place that you saying you at? Like, that's a risk in itself to even try to gamble on somebody else's knowledge behind a paywall just because they saying, oh yeah, pay for this, I know the way.
Yeah, and it's so many podcasts and stuff out now to where, like, you can get a lot of this information now without paying for it, kind of. So like most of the time, I feel like they are trying to sell you something that you can probably get for free.
And if you can get it for free, you don't get all of it for free. You know what I mean?
Right.
If you could get everything you need to know for free, everybody would do it. And once everybody can do something, the value of it go down. So I guess, I don't know. I would think it's not for everybody to just go out there and try to be this investing guru. And,
Right.
You know what I mean? Because like I said, if it was that easy, everybody would do it.
It's just a pay thing right now. Like literally, it's probably a couple people in each sector who really be knowing what they be talking about right now. Or what a lot of people do is they'll go and take the course and then they'll put it in their own words and sell the course without even going through it. They just went through the course, so now they selling the course.
Yeah.
They just selling the information, but they can't tell you no specifics about it because they haven't like put action to it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a big thing too. So you're definitely right about that. Like, but people, you just got to be aware. Like, don't get in nobody programs or follow nobody blind advice without like knowing somebody who's been through it already, something like that. Because it's just so much bad information out now, and everybody, like you said, they just say go invest, go save, buy real estate, and like, nah, you gotta know what you're doing, or you're gonna end up flat broker, dead on your face.
Yeah. A lot of them dudes do be sounding super convincing, but
They say job is how you get paid.
yeah, but you just got to know, like, all right, is this something? And just research, like, do your own research, see what makes sense for you to do. If you are actually financially able to get into investing, I think that's something that it's not their job to care about it. They just trying to get you to buy it. But if you know that you ain't in a financial spot to take that kind of risk, then don't just do it in the hopes that you're going to flip your money, because then that's when you really going to end up probably making a mistake and being broke.
And that's what everybody be trying to do. They'll be like, hey, he said you should go and doing this. So like with the Bitcoin and all that stuff, you should just go buy Bitcoin, and people just go buy Bitcoin while it's high. And then 2 days later, it then dropped down and then they lost all their money. And they like, what? Like, it was the wave. Like, if you would have did your research or something, you would have known that it goes up. You never catch it at the top. You always got to catch stuff at the bottom as it's going up.
As it's rising, yeah.
And never just stick money into something that you can't afford to lose when you invest in.
Yeah. I got something else that kind of go along with what I said with the relationship thing.
What's up?
Everybody's opinion of success shouldn't be the same.
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of going into that with the relationship thing, where I was saying one partner might see this as success and another might see this as success. So everybody don't have to aim for a diamond chain, a mansion, $1 million in the bank, 2 cars, invested in 50 properties and everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like that's one of the things that I would disagree with the most, is when people say, oh, well, if you have an apartment and you have a car that you paying almost as much as your apartment for or whatever, then you living wrong. Like, I feel like that's...
Yeah. A lot of people say, oh, you paying how much for rent? My mortgage ain't even that much. You may as well just get a house for how much you paying.
Yeah.
And it's like, you also not telling people what comes with owning a house.
Yeah.
You just saying, oh, you paying more than my mortgage.
And also, that just might not be what I want. Like,
right.
I just might not want a house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Might want the freedom to just move around and do
also, if living the way I'm living is what makes me happy, that's success for me then.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that was another one that
I definitely agree with that, because a lot of people measure success by what you have and what they see that you have in your possession. If they see you, oh, you ain't successful for real. You living downstairs from somebody, or you living in an apartment complex. You ain't doing nothing for real. And
in comparison to other people.
Yeah, it's like that. Who are you comparing me to? for me, I'm successful.
Yeah.
I may not be as successful as I want, but I'm not where I could be. So I'm 100% think that I am successful in the fact that I'm doing what I'm doing to survive and live.
Yeah. Y'all got anything else about finances?
Not too much more.
All right. Do y'all feel like y'all in the higher percentile or lower percentile of people that's financially responsible or financially knowledgeable?
I would say I'm financially knowledgeable but irresponsible.
Okay. So you would put yourself in a higher percentile of people that's knowledgeable but
Yeah.
lower
Yeah.
responsible.
Yeah.
Okay. How about you, Ray?
When it comes to the act of it, I'm not that well, but I
Yeah.
know everything I should be doing right. Like I can help a million people try to get back on track with trying to establish credit or anything like that.
Yeah.
But when it comes to me, I fucking suck.
How about you, Ray?
Pretty almost the same thing as Luda. I'm pretty knowledgeable when it comes to like my finances and stuff, but struggle with getting actually sticking to it long term.
Mm-hmm.
You know, society we get stuck in what we seeing now. So I still make a couple bad decisions, but I'm a lot better than what I used to be now. So
Mm-hmm.
in both aspects, I think I'm mid level to high.
Okay. I think I'm in like the middle percentile of financial responsibility, being financially responsible. I don't know. I feel like I'm in a lower percentile of being knowledgeable of finances. I feel like I try to do stuff the way that I think is the best way to do it, and they usually don't turn out too well. So that's why I'm saying I think I'm a little better at being financially responsible than knowing about, finances and how to be responsible and the best way to use your finances as you have them. So, yeah, that's just something I just want to ask to see.
I partially disagree with you there, just
Okay.
on the knowledge part, because you helped me when I didn't have a high credit score a few years ago, and you like literally like told me step for step what I should be doing and how to do it and how to get this right and get that right. And over time, before I screwed back up, you helped me get my Joan to my credit score was like a 660 something, and I didn't have that knowledge at all. And I your knowledge of that gave me knowledge on it. You know what I'm saying?
Credit is just one part of finances, though. That's why I feel that way. Credit just,
yeah.
I feel like I'm pretty decent at knowing about credit, above 750 club. But when it comes to actual finances,
Yeah,
I feel like
I understand.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like I wish I knew a little bit more about how money worked, how to get more money, and what to do with my money. You know what I mean?
I guess.
So yeah, we gonna call it a wrap for this episode, fellas. Yeah.
We can.
All right. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. YouTube, IG. It's gonna be somewhere up here around here. I'm gonna put it somewhere.
Just know Facebook friends, I'm tagging all y'all. That little annoying highlight follower thing, yeah, I'm doing it. Mm-hmm. Y'all gonna see this video.
All right. Well, until next time.
See you.